Hello, my name is Marco Cabrera. I'm a Paco of the Quero people. Loosely translated, that's a shaman. The Quero are a people that live in the Andes in Peru. Um, they're the native people that live there. I began this journey about 7 years ago, and it's done really wonderful things for me. I was very, very honored when I was asked to make an offering for today. I'm also aware that many of you here are activists, or you simply want to grow, and simply wanting to grow is enough. So, I'd like to add a piece today about rejuvenation. Rejuvenation is really a lot of different pieces, but there are two that we often forget. One is the ability to recharge. The other is the means of letting go. I often feel like when I'm stepping into something, particularly like activism, I'm fighting for Black Lives Matter or trans rights, I feel like there is not enough energy that I could give to do enough. But I can tell you for sure, if you've had that experience, that there isn't enough that you could give, particularly if you're trying to give 200%. The only way that you can really help long term is to do your best, give yourself time and ability to recharge. So I would like to walk you through two different pieces today. The first one is a meditation that I am very, very fond of. It's fantastic for rejuvenations. Many of you might have heard of it before, but the way I learned it really had to do with the terminology of the Quechua, which is the people in the language spoken by the Quero. And it is, I call it the tree roots meditation, and it is a meditation that allows you to connect directly with Pachamama, Mother Earth, and reconnect and ground. So if you could please sit somewhere that you're comfortable, know that you will be able to relax, and I guess give yourself permission. Know that you're going to be in this space, and you should be in a place that you're safe to close your eyes for some time. And we'll begin. First, what I would like you to do is think about your body and how you're feeling in your body right now. I want you to think about your breath. When you breathe in, where does that go? When you breathe out, what are you offering? I'd like to take you through a few steps for you to connect. So we're going to start from your breath. As you breathe in at first, take in the air from around you. As you breathe out, let it back out. But as we're breathing, I would like you to start thinking about your spine. Chakras, if that is easier for you to understand. We're going to look at that base chakra, or the tailbone. As you breathe in from the air, I would like you to then think about pushing the energy down through your tailbone into the ground as you breathe out. We breathe in from the air, we breathe out into the earth. We breathe in from the air, we breathe out into the earth. As you're breathing out, think about the energy that you are pushing into the earth. Think about that as the roots of a tree. You breathe in from the air around you. You breathe out and form roots into the earth. Breathe in, breathe out. Each time you breathe out, you're pushing those roots even deeper. Know that as you hit pieces of the soil, stones, whatever you find in the earth below you, your roots have the ability to simply work around them. You breathe in, you breathe out. Those roots are almost impervious. As you go deeper, the friction of the sand, the heat of the earth, the different areas that you're going to push through, you can simply push through. You breathe in, you breathe out. Push your roots even deeper. You breathe in and you breathe out. Now I would like to make a subtle change while you're breathing. As you breathe out, you are pushing your roots deeper. When you breathe back in, I would like you to try to draw energy from the earth through those roots. So you breathe in from Pachamama. You breathe out, feeding your roots and growing them deeper. This process allows you to connect with the earth. You're drawing in energy, you're offering energy back. You are always in reciprocity with the earth. You breathe in from the earth, you breathe out into your roots. I would like you to think about, as you're pushing your roots forward, that you're starting to reach close to the center of the earth. Knowing your roots are almost impervious, the heat of the center of the earth will not faze them. You breathe in and you breathe out. Those roots reach the core, and it's a stone wall that's actually very hard to get through. You breathe in and you breathe out. As you push the roots towards that core, you feel a struggle, but it gives. Your roots are able to pass that wall, and you find they sit at the core of the earth. As you breathe in now, you feel the heat of the earth. As you breathe out, you offer everything you have to the earth. You breathe in, you think about the ways that you are grounded. As you breathe out, you think of the wonderful things you have to offer experiences of. And we'll sit here a moment. You breathe in, you breathe out. And now we'll start retracting. You feel the heat of the earth on your roots. So now as you breathe in, I would like you to draw your roots in. And as you breathe out, return that energy to the earth. So you breathe in to retract, you breathe out to return. Once again, we remain in reciprocity. We give and we take alike. There's no expectation, simply that of give and take, a circular whole. We breathe in, we retract our roots, we breathe out, we offer back to the earth. As you're breathing and bringing your roots back to yourself, draw your attention back to your body. How does it feel right now? We breathe in and we breathe out. Do you feel the connection to the earth? Do you feel the air around you while you're grounded? We breathe in and we breathe out. By now your roots are significantly closer to your body than they were when you started. You can almost sense the ends of them from your body. You're coming back up through the clay, coming back up through the sand. You breathe in and you breathe out. Finally, you reach the soil. You're very close to the surface now. You breathe in and you breathe out. As you sit here, think about your last few breaths as you retract your roots into your body. You're still connected to the earth, even though your roots are back with you. We still breathe in, we still breathe out. We breathe in air from around us. We offer up to the air around us. We breathe in from the earth. We offer up to the earth. It allows us to stay connected. It allows us to stay grounded. And it allows us to recharge. Welcome back. If your eyes are closed, I invite you to open them now. How do you feel? Do you feel grounded? Good. The next part that I would like to carry you through, we're going to actually need some things from around you. I'd like you to get paper and a pencil or a pen and have that available. Because the next step, I'm going to teach you a way that you can let go. Letting go can be one of the hardest things that we ever do in our fight. And that's mainly because we are our own worst enemies. We must give ourselves permission to let go. We must give ourselves permission to grow. And as you're thinking about some of the heaviness that you carry, we all have heaviness. And I would like you to separate the idea of heaviness from good or bad. Good and bad are a significant complexity in any situation. When we talk about light versus heavy energy, we are talking about how it sits in you. So for now, I would like you to think about the heaviness you carry around certain situations. The things that have impacted you in a way that are hard for you to hold, hard for you to move forward with. I would also like to add a caveat, as this is a short video and you're here to rejuvenate and let go. Please know that if you're thinking of the largest childhood trauma you've ever experienced, know that this is something I do not recommend approaching while watching this video. If you're looking at larger traumas, please reach out and connect with a local counselor or a shaman or someone you trust to be in support. Always keep in mind the heaviness that we hold remains with us because at the time it was not safe to experience fully. So in letting something go, you are inviting that experience to you. You are offering yourself the experience of the heaviness. So you have to be in a safe place to do that. For now, as we are learning to let go, I invite you to consider something that's a little closer to now, something that is a little less challenging than the worst you ever experienced. It could be an experience at the supermarket, someone screaming about masks, or the current political party, or their favorite political party. It could be any of these things. And it's important to remember how those things are all connected. We are connected. So, with your paper next to you, I would like you to think about the heaviest situation that you've experienced in the last 2 weeks. One that is definitely hard, but won't destroy you for experiencing now. I would like you to really think about that situation, what prompted it in your mind, what got you thinking about something you can't let go of. And more important than thinking about it right now, is I want you to experience it. I want you to think about every emotion you felt in that moment, whether it be rage or sadness, tears, fear, whatever emotion went along with it. Feel. Actually, one of our house rules here is to feel your feelings, because that might be the most powerful thing we can do for ourselves. So now that you have this sitting in your mind, you are feeling the experience, which usually means you have a response in your body. It might be tears, it might be tension, what does that look like for you? Can you see it? What color is it? Is it heavy? Is it solid? Is it vibrating? I want you to visualize this in your mind and in your body. Now I'd like you to put your pen to paper. I would like you to visualize this feeling that you have, this experience, where it is in your body, however it appears to you, and gently guide it into your arm. As you put pen to paper, I want you to visualize that the pen is not using its ink or the lead in the pencil. It is actually drawing from this experience in your arm. As you're writing, you are putting this feeling literally to paper. And it doesn't matter if you're writing a detailed epic novel. It doesn't matter if you're chicken scratching or shorthand or just scribbling as hard as you can on the paper. The idea here is you are conveying this experience and this emotion. You are feeling it and letting it flow right onto that paper. I'm going to give you a moment to write. Write whatever comes to mind. There is no right, there is no wrong. Simply write. As you're writing, I would invite you to consider how that emotion and that energy is being used by your pen. It is getting smaller in your body, it's getting more compact and stronger on the paper, so much so that you can almost feel that energy from the paper. And part of this that I feel like I need to say out loud is that you need to let yourself, give yourself permission to let this go. As you're writing and you give yourself that permission, you will notice a difference in the speed that it goes to this paper. Good. So what we're going to do next, you've given yourself permission to let it go. You have felt everything there is to feel about it, and you have released it onto this paper. I invite you to set your pen down and breathe. Sometimes as we go through this experience, we forget to breathe. So, breathe. Fold your piece of paper in half. Make sure that the writing is on the inside. If you're running both sides, that's okay. There's no wrong here. But fold it. As you are creasing the fold, I want you to feel that emotion and continue pushing anything left. Did you feel anger? Did you feel fear? I want you to offer those emotions up to this piece of paper as you fold it. And in that same vein, following those same things, let this emotion go. Start rolling up the bottom piece of your paper. I want you to roll it tightly. And as you're rolling this paper, continue feeling that fear, that anger, that sadness. Let yourself feel. Give yourself permission to feel. Roll it tightly as you can, all the way until it is completely rolled. Then pick up your piece of paper, clamp it firmly in your hand, and let go of anything you have left regarding that energy. Just let go. And feel. How do you feel? After this, the next step is to, in a way that's safe for you, I would like you to burn this piece of paper, whether it's a burning bowl or a campfire in a fire pit. Toss it in the fire. Think about how that heavy energy is dropping as the fire burns. Offer that energy to the earth. We've already experienced the reciprocity of Pachamama. She will offer back the energy once she's processed it, offering you back energy that's lighter, something easier for you to process. I invite you to let go. With that, I thank you. If you need me, I believe my contact info is available here. But I'm Marco Cabrera. You can email me at marco@darkagate.com. I wish you the best.